my house. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. What is up? My name is Dia. Nice of you to join us for today's video. For the rest of the video, I'm going to be wearing my glasses simply because usually I film with my light directly facing my eyes, and I honestly do not think that is safe. So yeah, today these bad boys are staying on. If you've seen my previous video and you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, didn't you say you were going on a perfume no buy? I did, and I meant it, and I am still on my perfume no buy. But I got a collaboration offer. This is my very first collaboration, and I am so excited. Can I get a whoop whoop? What? Okay, that was fake. Last Friday, I received an email from a perfume shop called Intense Oud. They offered a sponsored partnership, and I said yes, and I'm very excited about this collaboration. So they sent me a fragrance, which we're going to be talking about in today's video. They also offered me a discount to give to you guys. So if you visit their website, by the way, if you like Arabian fragrances, they have all of the very viral ones and more. So if you visit their website and you buy anything, and at the checkout, if you use my code HAMDIA, all in caps, you get 10% off. Oh my god, I never thought it would get to a point where I would have my own code to share with my subscribers in a video. Oh my god, I am so grateful to you guys. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me calm down a little bit. When I read through the terms, it just made sense because I'm a relatively small YouTube creator. Hopefully this is just the beginning, and as we grow bigger, we're gonna get bigger offer, bigger and better and higher discounts. But this is not a bad start at all, and I'm so grateful to you guys. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm excited. In any case, I'm getting ahead of myself again. But yes, I have a code, and if you use the code, you get 10% off. But I would also get a little something from it. So thank you. I've already opened the box. I tried to do a an aesthetically pleasing unboxing video, but it was it was terrible, and it's not seeing the light of day. But yes, so this is the fragrance that I received, and it is called Marha, and it's by the brand Rasasi. And if I'm not mistaken, Rasasi is like a sub branch of Armaf, and as we all know, Armaf has some banging fragrances. Rasasi too. Now this is what the perfume looks like. This is what the bottle looks like. It's definitely one of those bottles where it's like it's not doing too much, but it looks pretty. It's elegant. It's a pretty bottle. This is not the first time I have tried a Rasasi perfume. There was this one Rasasi musk perfume that I tried when I went to one I think it was a Middle Eastern shop, and I really liked that fragrance. It was long lasting, it smelled really good. And then I went to check for the price on Amazon, and it was a little expensive, so I was like, ooh. So I would say that I was quite intrigued by this particular one, especially because, and I feel like I'm talking a lot right now, but especially because I have not seen reviews of this on YouTube, which I find very interesting. We are going to be talking about it in this particular video, so if you want to know what I think about it, definitely stick around and keep on watching. Let's talk about the juice, and I want you to know that I have tried this out already, so this is not exactly like a first impression video, but it kind of is because it's still the same day. This arrived yesterday, by the way. That was some really fast shipping. Okay, so let's do like a deep dive into what this smells like. I already know, but let me remind myself. Okay, listen, I definitely do feel like I have received this fragrance at not a very good time, because this fragrance is perfect for summer. Do you hear me? Perfect for summer. It's very, very, very fruity, but it's also, there's a little bit of a floral scent in there, a floral scent profile in there, but it's more of it's more in the background. I would describe this fragrance as a fruity floral fragrance, but it's definitely more fruity than it is floral. But that floral, in my opinion, is there, and it's sweet. Oh, a little bit. There's a little bit of citrus in here, a little bit. Oh, it's just there. Yeah, but it's there. So it's like this sweet fruity floral scent that is more fruity than it is floral, and it's a little citrusy, musky, is sweet. My very first impression of this particular fragrance was that it reminded me of Kima by Lattafa. And if you've seen my review on that particular fragrance, you know that I do not. I'm not a hugest fan of it. I didn't love it. I didn't mind it, but I didn't like it. And it doesn't really get, because that fragrance was confusing. This reminds me of Kima, but this, in my opinion, is a lot better because it's more coherent. If that's even the word we can use for like fragrances, because it's not confusing. This fragrance is not spicy in any way, shape, or form. There's no oud in here. There are no spices. Even if there are, they don't stand out like at all. It's just a very fruity, slightly citrusy with a little bit of floral scent note and musky fragrance. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is powdery, but you know how like musk tends to have like a little bit of powderiness to it. I feel like this has a little bit of that essence, but it's not powdery. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, it's definitely very sweet. It's very fruity, musky. Now this is a pretty scent. It's sweet, it's very feminine, musky, it's subtle. I wouldn't say is I wouldn't necessarily say that it's subtle. It's definitely above subtle. If you spray a certain amount on yourself, I do feel like this one would have a certain sillage. So it's not necessarily subtle, but it's not a heavy fragrance. And if you're somebody who typically likes scents that are not too overpowering, they're not too strong, you know, they're not going to announce your presence to the whole world, I think this is definitely a fragrance that you would like. To add to that, if you love fruity fragrances, if you love fruity, musky fragrances that are sweet, you would like this one as well. I would say that there's a little bit of a smell that I pick up while it's like drying down that I don't quite like. I usually associate that smell to people who have like a cold. I never know how to describe that scent to anyone, but I think I got that scent from what is it called, the Affection Love by Lattafa. It also had that smell like when it's about to dry down. I kind of get that in here, but when it dries down completely, this is just a sweet, fruity, musky fragrance. Soft, ultra feminine, very nice. I've come to realize that, you know, for me as a fragrance fanatic, as a fragrance enthusiast, I have a certain profile that I tend to gravitate towards. This one doesn't really fit into that category. I'm starting to realize that I like fragrances that, you know, challenge me a little bit. You know what I mean? I want a little bit of something that would, you know, something with a little bit of a kick, with a little bit of spice. There's no spice in this. Now, if you're someone out there who has been wanting to try like Arabian fragrances, but you know, you're not too sure if you like oud or spice or blah blah, try this fragrance, Marha by Rasasi. And this is more specifically for women. Definitely try this one, because there's no lick of spice in here. But back to what I was saying, I like fragrances that have spice in them, that have like that has a little bit of something. I'm talking a lot in this particular video. I'm definitely gonna have to take a lot of things out, but ultimately what I'm trying to say is that although this is a beautiful fragrance, it's not really for me. It's not really my kind of fragrance. It's a little too safe for me. Now, this is definitely a fragrance that I will characterize as a safe blind buy. And if you've noticed from a lot of my reviews that I've done on Arabian fragrances, this is not something that I would attach to a lot of fragrances, because in my opinion, because people have said Oud Mood was a safe blind buy, I was like, I don't think so. I don't think Nebras is a safe blind buy, not really. Same for Khamrah and Qahwa. I feel like you just have to be somebody who likes certain kind of fragrances, like aromatic, spicy kind of fragrances, to really appreciate them. But this one, in my opinion, is a safe blind buy, because there's no spices in here. There's no oud in here. It's just a sweet, fruity fragrance that has a little bit of a floral scent note in the background, but it's not spicy. It's musky, but it's not spicy at all. So even if you bought this particular fragrance and you were not totally in love with the scent, you can still wear it. And it's not an overpowering scent. It's not I wouldn't say offensive, but it's not offensive in a sense that it's not so strong that other people might find it off-putting. This is definitely a very nice everyday fragrance, but again, better suited to the summer than other seasons because it's not a heavy fragrance. I definitely prefer this one to Khamrah 100%. This is more coherent and it smells good. It smells better. It's sweeter. It's fruitier, and it's musky. It's nice. It's really nice. And the more it stays on your skin, the better it smells. It's a nice fragrance. It's just not for me per se. I'm still gonna use it though, I'm just saying. In terms of longevity, you guys, I tested out this fragrance. Like, this was the only fragrance that I wore today to school because I wanted to give you guys an exact, results on the longevity of this particular fragrance, and I have my results. So let's talk about it. Now, with longevity, to me, this is not a super long lasting fragrance. I would say that if you wanted this to last longer on your clothes, definitely overspray it. If you just somebody who likes strong fragrances, you would have to overspray this one for it to last for some time. But if you're not, you don't have to. Just use it as you usually would and go about your way. But yeah, the longevity on this is definitely better than Khamrah though. I hate to be making this comparison, but it's definitely better than Khamrah. You would get a strong projection of about 3 to 4 hours, and maybe 3 more hours of like not too strong projection, but definitely there fragrance, and it's just gonna linger like that for the rest of the day until it just finally just dwindles out. But in my opinion, this is not a super long lasting fragrance, but that could change because I just got my hands on it, and fragrances do that sometimes. When they macerate, sometimes the longevity improves, but I would rather not do that with my fragrances, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I want to add to this video. Just that this is a nice fragrance, and if all of the things that I mentioned in this particular video sounds like things that would interest you, I would say go ahead and check this out. If you do decide to buy it on their website, like I said before, and I feel like I'm repeating myself again, definitely use my code HAMDIA on Intense Oud's website and get you some 10% off. Oh my god, I am being over dramatic about this whole thing, and I'm just let's just wrap up this video. Oh right, now before I even wrap up this video, let me tell you guys, the way I have been getting compliments on Khamrah Qahwa is insane. Oh my god, you know how sometimes like you use a particular fragrance, you don't know how you feel about it, but then people keep telling you, oh my god, this smells so good, and you're like, I might actually like the fragrance. You know that thing? Yeah. And this is what Khamrah Qahwa is given now, because a lot of people have been giving me compliments, because it has gotten like really colder out. Like, I think we've definitely stepped into fall already, because it's a little chilly, especially in the morning, and this is now like the perfect time to use this particular fragrance, because in the summer it was just too much. But now that it's cooler outside, girl, and as you can see, I've definitely used like a lot more than the last time I showed you guys this perfume when I said I was going on my perfume no buy. Yeah, so if you wanted to check this one out too, you can also get it on Intense Oud's website. Definitely check them out. I'm gonna stop insisting now, because it feels like I'm pushing you to buy stuff. Let me in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and I just want to express my gratitude for all of you, my subscribers and people who watch my videos. Even if you don't subscribe to my channel, I'm so grateful for your support, because I know that without you I wouldn't even get this sponsorship. Sure, it's not like the biggest thing in the world, but to me it's a big deal, and this means a lot, and I wouldn't have been able to get here without you, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.